The AU Special Envoy on Youth, Aya Chebi, says Namibia is among the few African countries with detailed programs on youth empowerment. This is coupled with President Geingob's open dialogue approach and immediate attendance to the cries of young people on various issues facing the country.
So I really wanted to, see how we can support your efforts, your leadership. I'm going to meet a couple of the young people. And, I come from Tunisia, where I was also part of protest and youth movement on the ground. So I understand where they come from. And I can share my experience with them and see how we bring more of them to the table to work with the government.
Women's participation here in Indonesia.
Yes.
It's a difference, huh?
No, of course. I mean, I think they are even more concrete than us. They have organized demands, but I think they need to get into working together.
Inclusion of youth and women in key structures, Geingob says, is not a favor granted to them. Apart from women being part of the struggle for independence, their inclusion is to strengthen cohesion.
Not in government yet, but in the government we try to bring women on merits, and Prime Minister is a woman. I didn't see you making an appointment with her. Deputy Prime Minister is a woman. Key ministries are also occupied, like education, by women. So we try, but don't fight over a thing we are together. When we're having a struggle, women are fighting with guns. So you cannot use them there or let them fight to die after independence to send them back to the kitchen. They will revolt. They're not going to allow you. So there are things that we must just hold hands.
The establishment of the Office of the AU Special Envoy on Youth was benchmarked from Dr. Geingob's youth advisor position at State House. The AU envoy applauded this move, saying other African countries can emulate and capitalize on the potential of the youth group.
When I travel around the continent, when I speak to leaders at the AU summit, I wish more leaders would create these positions, would have, the youngest deputy minister and government would have an advisor on youth. So I think I would love to see that more mainstream on the continent. I think you can champion that innovation at the summit, and all of the leaders can also learn from Namibia experience.
The Office of the AU Special Envoy on Youth compiled a report titled Greater Inclusion of African Youth in Public Service and Governance, detailing how young people can serve in public service and thereby reduce unemployment. Some of the recommendations include training and retaining them from early on to understand the composition of the public service. Blanche Koreses, NBC News, Windhoek.